some Hunter Local Land Services staff recently caught up with Ivan Gant at his property, Glenalvon, near Cassilis. Hear from him as he discusses his Farm Makeover Improvement Program project.
The project that we're doing with the dams is part of a refencing project that we started 3 years ago. I guess just in this paddock alone, it's probably shifted the country from about 6 DSE per hectare to around 10 DSE. It has actually slowed down the movement of water across this landscape, and it flows into the dam, but it also flows down the slope and has improved the pastures dramatically since we came here and started to do this work. This dam has actually been fenced off in the past. We're just redoing the fencing at the moment, and we're actually in a laneway that runs through the property from the east to the west, and the laneway is 4 kilometres in length. The dam has been fairly well looked after because it's been in the laneway and it hasn't had much grazing pressure on it. But what will happen now in the next few weeks is that we'll have rejuvenation of a lot of the rushes that are along the edge of the dam and around to the sides of the dam. The other thing, as you sort of look around this area, you can see that the soil banks coming into the dam are well grassed up, and there's already a good existing filtration zone. We won't need to actually do planting of rushes and grasses on the soil banks. I probably will sow them next autumn with a bit of a pasture mix, but the rushes will all come back quite naturally. There's enough seed around on the property for that to happen, and birds will also bring them into the area, because once the dam's fenced off, the ducks and things come back onto these dams quite rapidly. The beauty of actually getting these dams completely fenced off is that the risk of high bacterial counts in the water over summer decreases. We believe that once this is fenced off and we get solar pumps onto the dams, that the water quality will be fine. We will need to watch a little bit in summer because there will be ducks and other birds on the dams, and as the water levels go down and temperature rises, we'll simply take the dams out of the pumping system. The table drains are an interesting feature of the property. The reason we've actually changed the original soil banks into table drains and extended the table drain right onto the top of the mountain is to enable us to fence along the edge of the table drain and fence out this section of terrain. That is going to also provide a fantastic filtration zone for the dam that we're sitting around, and will allow this dam, which was dry for 20 odd years, to become an integral part of our water system. Post-drought, or post this drought, we have continued to build our water system. We have added another water line, and as a result of buying the property next door, we have linked 2 bores and 2 wells now into the system. We believe that, I guess moving into the next drought, that the water situation will not be the problem it was in this last drought.